Hey, yo, Sergeant. Do we have to like?
3, 2, 1.
Blast off!
That could have been the name of the podcast.
It should have been the name of the podcast, but we'll never tell.
Starring Mark Holberg.
Yeah. No, I almost called off recording right now because I saw that Sam and Pat were going live today, and I very badly just want to lurk their live chat and sneak into his backyard, set up a yard share with a cooler, and just drink 30 beers in his backyard, and then do a super chat the last 5 minutes of the pod going, "Great episode, boys. I'm out back drinking 30 beers." Like, it's going to happen, dude.
You should just get Emily to let you in so then you can just like walk in the back drinking the beers. You could sit down behind them and start
thought about that,
beers.
but
That's intrusive.
Yeah, it's too crashing. Where like I feel like giving them an option to completely ignore it is still hilarious.
Yeah.
And I've run the bit by a few people, and they're like, "I think it's funny." I'm like, I don't know if Sam would think it's funny enough or not. But I'm like, problem is, I think the true comedian doesn't care as long as they think it's funny. So I'm like, I think it's funny.
If I could predict, I think Sam would maybe I think he would see the chat, laugh it off, or go like, "Oh, whatever." Like, he wouldn't think you're actually in the backyard.
Yeah.
And then the second he actually sees that you actually are there, then I think he would laugh.
Yeah, probably.
Because then it'd be like, "Oh my god!" Like it would be the surprise, the payoff that you're actually there.
The commitment to the bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, if you were around, I was going to have you duct tape my hands with 40 ounces and play Edward 40 ounces. And then just have you drinking 30 beers in his backyard. So, So wow, what would you call that? Because like people on drugs have a trip sitter. I guess you'd be the booze bagger.
I'd be the booze bagger. Yeah.
You're the booze bagger. Or who's the old actor, Vinny Price, who makes Edward Scissorhands? You could be the Vinny Price making me
Vincent Price?
Yeah. Have you ever seen Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah, many years ago. Is there a character named Vinny Price in the film?
No, Vinny Price like plays like the old scientist, the old weirdo scientist that like makes.
This is Vincent Price?
Yeah, the old actor?
Yeah. Why are you calling him Vinny?
Everybody calls him Vinny, dude.
Nobody calls him Vinny Price.
Everybody calls him Vinny Price. What the fuck are you talking about? You're the only person that doesn't know him as Vinny Price. Ask the internet.
I will not co-sign the WAPification of Vincent Price.
What you co-sign, brother? They call him Vinny Price. Hey, yo, dude, you're getting me all kinds of whopped up right now.
I know you're dressed like it.
Yeah,
you're dressed like you dress like you're in a kitchen sink drama from the 70s.
I'll tell you right now, you better shut up. I got a wife respecter on, dude. You don't want these hands.
Yeah.
I'll chain smoke for 4.5 hours to come through that back door and tell you what's up.
You look like you're about to slap your lady around and ask if she's fucking your brother.
Brother, if I had one. Okay, so quick. Yeah, dude, suck my ass all the way. You go ahead and Google Vinny Price, and he comes right up.
Well, because there's no other person with a closer like Vinny Price isn't another person. Obviously, Vincent Price is going to come up when you Google.
But a lot of dude, people call them Vinny.
Absolutely nobody calls him that.
And I'm Googling it. Gregory Peck called him that.
Okay, so his best friends.
No, Christopher Lee,
his famous buddies,
famously hated him.
Christopher Lee didn't hate Vincent Price.
He said it all the time. He said, "I fucking hate Vinny."
He was like,
Edith
Vinny?
Barrett, Roger Corman, who was a total fucking slag.
You're looking up who called him Vinny Price?
Vinny Butt fucking Price.
Vinny Butt fucking Price. That's what Roger Corman called him.
I tell you right now, Vinny Butt fucking Price.
Corman, famous homophobe, Roger Corman.
Yeah. Also
Roger
famous homosexual.
He had a great philosophy on movies where he would say that the trick with a movie is you want to have one leading lady who's nude at the beginning and end of the film, and then have like two other ladies who are nude at some point in the middle, and then you trick people into thinking there's a lot more nudity than there actually is.
No notes. Why did
that
we
was his-
walk away from that model?
I know. No, I mean it's the thing about him is, people sometimes slag on him for being like a schlockmeister or whatever, but
sure.
he was an artist, and he really knew what he was doing. He knew.
Yeah,
how to
I
sell.
mean, could you imagine? Like, I love Star Wars and Indiana Jones, but if you started off with naked ladies at the beginning and end, and then different naked ladies in the middle, I'd be like, God damn, dude, these movies
Yeah.
are crazy good.
Yeah, it's the problem. The fact that Star Wars and Indiana Jones got a lot more notoriety than every Roger Corman movie. That's why every movie nowadays is for babies. We don't
Yeah.
like. I was on Ruse Radio the other day.
Oh yeah. Shout out
the-
Ruzy.
Shout out Ruzy. I don't think the episode's out yet, but we were talking about movies, and I kind of talked about how every movie now is for babies, like every big movie. And then he was like,
because the CIA's in charge of making them now, dude.
yeah, of course. And then he kind of fired back. He was just like, yeah, well, but I mean, there's the good ones. Like, he's like, there's some stuff for adults, and he named like, I think like Zack Snyder movies or something. And I'm like, yeah, but those are for babies as well. I'm like, those are for like
Wait, like Zack Snyder, like Army of the Dead that
like
came out on
his-
Netflix
like
recently?
Batman versus Superman or something. Like that's
That's
like it's like a baby movie for adults. Like
I'm
it's so
trying to think
adults
of-
can watch their baby movies and feel like they're more grown up.
like, when's the last time something as prolific as The Seventh Seal? Like, when's the last time something like that came out? Where like people walked away from a cinema going like, like truly like disturbed or challenged with their thoughts because
They're
of
making
fiction.
those. They're just not. I mean, most people think they're gay or boring or whatever. And also movie tickets cost $15 now, so people are a lot more selective with what they're going to see. So you're not going to take a chance on a Seventh
Well,
Seal. It's much easier to.
I got
watch.
a theory on how to get people back into the theater, dude.
Yeah, what's that?
You start with a naked lady up front and a naked lady at the. Yo, just hear me out. It could work. Also, have you and I talked publicly or at all about how the flaccid penification of cinema, like that's from the mid? I feel like after the raunchy 2000s of like the American Pie, like. What are boob comedies
Road
called?
Trip.
Boobities? What do we what do we call
Them
those?
that. Yeah,
Well,
boobies
no,
is good.
Well, like because you call them restaurants, so
Cometitties.
yeah, I don't know, but like after that era, I feel like
Pussy Hound Cinema. I've heard people call it
Pussy
that.
Hound Cinema. Sure,
Yeah, Roger Corman used to call it that.
Oh, of course. He famously tried to get the Bernstein Bears to write "No gays allowed." Yeah, Father Bear had a real problem. But anyways, no, I just I feel like as the wokeification, as a dirtbag liberal can say, like flaccid peen became. Like you'd see more flaccid peen than you would see like woman nudity. You see more male nudity, especially
You think so?
like for a while. I remember, dude. There was a while where like Game of Thrones kind of tricked you because
Sure.
when Game of Thrones first started, it was like, hey, check out all the boobs, and you're like, ah, wow, and they're like, a little bit of bush there too. You're like, whoa, look at this, some full frontal. And they're like, how about a fucking sloppy hog? And you're like, well, all right,
Take it easy.
take a titty, leave a penis, whatever. And then after a while, it really turned into Game of Throbbing Floppy Hogs. And the hog to boob ratio. Also,
Game of Bones.
Game of Bones. Also, a flaccid peen does not equal cinema boobs. I don't think.
Well, what do you mean? What's the metric?
I feel like male butt, full on butt,
Yeah.
that's like if it's naked ass, naked
Listen,
dude butt.
Here's the thing, Lou. You're never gonna
there's-
find the equivalent to boobs on men. Like I think male butt.
I mean, I don't know, brother. I've seen what's going on in the locker room sometime.
I think it goes male
It's
butt.
boobs on men.
Like from most acceptable to least acceptable on screen.
Uh-huh.
It's like male butt, female butt, boob, snatch, penis. And when I say snatch, it's specifically like, like a far away. It's not like a close up of an open. It's like full frontal on a woman, but no, like
I've done
she's
some
not
research in my day. I understand what you mean.
She's not.
But the problem is the penis it's a transformer because soft hog is nowhere near the same as.
Hey, that's what I was trying to tell my girlfriend last night. I was very, very upset.
I'm just saying, like, soft hog still can be funny. Hey, hang on, babe, just warming up.
There's so in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, infamously, you see Jason Segel's dick, and it's a soft dick. But there's a great. Did you ever watch movie fights on Screen Junkies? It was
no, but is this a story about how somebody was like he was fluffing?
Yeah, it was Seth Rogen because they were arguing about the best movie dick, and somebody was like, "Well, it's Jason Segel and Forgetting Sarah Marshall because it's a vulnerable dick. He's at a low point in his life, and it's a flaccid dick." And then Seth Rogen goes, "I happen to know for a fact that Jason Segel fluffed up his dick between takes."
Yeah,
and then
for
he won.
Sure.
He won
for
with
sure.
that.
Yeah. No,
of course he did.
If you want most vulnerable peen, it's the Asian guy from The Hangover.
Yeah, Chow. Dude,
yeah.
Ken Jeong's cock in Hangover. That's vulnerable peen.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's the thing. There's always going to be still, like, at the end of the day, it's still an actor exposing themselves in a movie. They're not going. Very few of them are going to really embrace the realistic vulnerability of it. Like, you think about how many actors get a little bit jacked because they're gonna have one shirtless scene in a movie, and it doesn't really, like, Ben Stiller's jacked in Meet the Parents, and his character doesn't make any.
I think Ben Stiller's just jacked though. Like he's just he's a sleeper jacked guy.
He might be a sleeper jack because he's jacked in Dodgeball.
Yeah, he's just jacked. And,
all right,
and then.
Maybe that's not a good example.
Okay.
Let's think
Sorry
about.
to derail you, but I was like,
No,
I got to defend Ben. He didn't just get jacked for Meet the Parents.
Or like think about like Paul Rudd and Ant-Man. Like
sure, all right, yeah.
Paul Rudd, and I guess that's a bit different.
Insert anybody trying to make it into a Marvel.
Well, yeah, whenever they do a Marvel thing.
What? Kamal or Kamel?
Kumail.
Dude, what the fuck?
But I guess no. But the specific example I'm looking for is a guy because Kumail and Paul Rudd, they were doing superhero movies. But like in the case of Ben Stiller in Meet the Parents, he's a comedic actor. It makes no sense. Like the character doesn't need to be jacked at all. It's not anywhere in the script. But by virtue of the fact that he's going to be shirtless in a couple scenes, it's like, well, I'm going to make myself look like kind of good. It's like I'm going to.
Sure. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Benedict Cumberbatch talked about this one time. He had a shower scene in Star Trek, and he worked out for like months just to get like a chest on him, just for like one shower scene. And it's like, realistically, these guys don't need to be.
He's in a Star Trek movie.
Yeah, he's in the second Chris Pine one.
Ah,
he plays Khan.
Oh, okay.
Khan.
Good for him. Those are fun movies.
Good for you, Benedict. Moving up in the world.
Here's the thing, man. I think if you're an actor and you're like doing that, absolutely blast gear. Like to do it naturally for like one scene for one day is so much work and stupid. Because like if you do it naturally, you want to like do it because it makes you feel better and it's worthwhile and like it's good for your health. But if you're doing it for vanity, dude, blast gear. Absolutely get gacked all the way up, brother. Why would you try to do it naturally?
Don't you miss regular looking guys in movies though a little bit?
Absolutely.
Like, I love, like I told you I watched
Dude,
the ultimate regular looking guys movie is The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. It's like every guy in that movie doesn't look like he should be starring in a movie.
I was talking with Bernie last night, and I brought up your point about like the death of the '80s action hero was like the '90s action hero being like Bruce Willis and Mel Gibson, where it's like they're on the lowest possible rung of in shape jack guys. Where it's like they are in shape and jacked, but like just barely.
Yeah, I've looked into this further, the timeline, I think what's interesting is in the 80s, I think you still had a lot of action movies that were regular shaped guys, but you had at the forefront Schwarzenegger, Lundgren,
Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, and Stallone didn't get chiseled until like the late 80s.
Rocky 3, dude.
Rocky 3, which coincides with Rambo First Blood Part 2. That's where he gets huge, right?
Yeah.
And so that was
First Blood, he was pretty cut up, though.
Yeah, but
that scene where they're torturing him in the jail, he's
kind of
still
skinny in First Blood, though. You can see his ribs.
He's natural still.
Right,
it's
exactly.
like a natural jack guy.
Exactly. He wasn't the roided out jacked guy,
Dude.
which I think
Imagine
eventually
Vincent Price blasting gear.
That'd be so, dude,
just with
Vinny
that crazy
he would have
mustache.
looked like a Vinny Price if he got jacked.
That last man on earth being like, what is that out there? Who's skulking around? And he just rips off his cardigan and he's fucking yoked.
Do you think like Gene Hackman wouldn't be a movie star today? You know, like
I saw. I didn't watch it because the death of attention spans. But I saw a YouTube video about how like every actor these days is like a model or like conventionally attractive. And then you bring up so many good actors, and there are just so many good actors. Like, dude, Peter Falk. First of all, handsome dude, but like charismatic as fuck. And like, there's something about
I would not say Peter Falk was conventionally handsome though, too, because he
but
was very
he's
like
cute. You can be cute.
Yeah,
because he's not fuck ugly. Like if you saw Peter Falk on the street, he's not a bad looking dude.
No, not at all.
But like,
he's not a drop dead model either.
No, but that's if you're like cute enough, but then you also got to develop charm to take you all the way.
Right,
brother. Give me more of that.
Yes.
I spec'd into working out like a fucking idiot, dude. I should have got more charming.
Now you can be a regular sized guy if you were a hot guy first. You know, like Leo now doesn't really look that handsome, but it's because he was a heartthrob in the '90s.
But like as an old guy,
he's
not like old.
In.
Yeah, but he's not like old guy hot. Like you know what I mean? Like because dude, like Robert Redford.
Right.
Paul Newman? Fucking Paul Newman?
Well, Paul Newman's from beginning to end of his life, was the most handsome man on the face of the earth.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say, like, heterosexually hard, where it's like I don't literally get hard, but I see a guy like that, I'm like, good God, that's a good-looking fella. Where you just, like, you're like, it sexually does nothing for me, but socially does everything for me.
I get that. While watching movies, I'll be like out loud to people. I'll be like, God, he's handsome as fuck. That guy.
Yeah, it's like it's weird because it's not even like an insecure. Because I'll see like hot guys that make me insecure, where I'm like, God damn it. But then I'll see like guys that are so handsome and by proxy like handsome hot, where I weirdly enough I'm like, man, I want to be like friends with that guy.
Yeah,
like
every time I see James Marsden, I blush.
Who's that? Who's James Marsden?
James Marsden is, James Marsden. He's
just named one movie. I would.
He's Cyclops in X-Men.
Oh God, yeah, dude. Oh, no, no, I'm gay for James Marsden.
Yeah.
Ooh, that guy like got relegated to doing commercials for a little bit, and I was like, what the fuck?
He's really great on that show Jury Duty, which is that like hidden camera show. And every time I'm watching it, I'm like, how are these people acting normal around this guy? I'd be like sweaty.
If he was any more like weirdly handsome, he'd be in the like, because it can go a weird way, like Casper Van Dien, like young Casper Van Dien, where you're like, it's too much.
Van Dien has a similar problem as Bruce Campbell, where he's like comically handsome. You know? Like he's so handsome, it's funny. Like you don't believe it almost.
Yeah,
it's like
Bruce
Johnny
Campbell,
Bravo.
Yeah, exactly, like Johnny Bravo or something out of the Fairly Odd Parents, like just one of the like the handsome dudes in that, where it's like huge chin, dimple, like good bone. Yeah,
Literally the crimson chin. Yeah,
for real.
I've heard like I was listening to a podcast about Bruce Campbell, and they kind of said like the reason he didn't become a big star and he was always kind of a cult figure is because he was absurdly handsome in a comical way, but also in an old-fashioned way. Because at that point, the guys that were the hot guys were pretty boys. They were like, you know, like the 90s, like Leo, young Leo, like those guys.
Do you think, okay, dude, speaking of handsome fellas, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? Just John and I walking on the runway. But I feel like conventionally handsome, because I feel like pretty boy is always, like Timothy Chalamet's, those types are like always kind of like, oh, this is in right now. But then like a rustic handsome like Bruce Campbell or maybe dude Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That's another guy where like, ooh, I want to hang out with that guy. But I don't know why.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's very rustic handsome, but I don't think he's really thought of in that way.
I don't think
like,
so
he's
either.
not thought of as a heartthrob, you know?
But I think it's because he gives zero effort to even try to be like talked about like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
true.
you know, he's like he's in The Walking Dead,
Right.
and then he plays the comedian who's a
Right.
terrible rapist.
He doesn't oftentimes
like-
play.
Yeah,
I was going to say he doesn't play sexual characters, but he doesn't play positively sexual
No, I
characters.
was going to say I'm like he does, but not
He
the kind
does.
where you're like, let
Not the good
me.
kind.
Yeah, no.
I was going to say a prime example of guy who grandfathered in where he was a hot guy and then aged out of being a hot guy, but people still like him because he used to be one. Like Leo's the prime example, but then also like Russell Crowe is like
Dude.
Russell Crowe's fat now. He's a fat guy now. And I remember when I saw The Nice Guys in 2016, I remember thinking like, oh, Russell Crowe got fat for this movie. And then I saw like the next
No.
4 or 5 Russell Crowe movies, and I was like, oh no, he's fat.
He's just got fat. Yeah, which
just got
rules.
fat. Which
Dude,
is awesome.
me for Yoo-Hoo when he's drinking the Yoo-Hoo. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, he's actually drinking the Yoo-Hoo.
He's
I'm
pounding
like,
Yoo-Hoos
Yeah, dude,
between
he's
takes.
pounding Yoo-Hoos. I'm like, brother, he ain't spitting that out for shit.
No.
He's fucking knocking back Yoo-Hoos.
Well, it's just
I
good
love
because he looks like a real fucking Australian now.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. He's earned it. And then again, you're right. Here's how likable, handsome fat he is. He plays Goering in Nuremberg.
Yeah.
And I just recently watched that, which fantastic film. Shout out Natalie Whalen, big dog. I don't think she ever watched the pod, but she was
Did
the one
Natalie-
that
she
told me to
recommended
watch
you?
it. Yeah, she was like, you should watch this. I was like, hell yeah. A girl that knows I'm a war nerd.
I think everyone knows you're a war nerd.
Nah, dude, only
They're just-
girls.
Only the girls. All
Only
the girls.
know.
Know.
Yeah, because all boys are war nerds, dude. You a war nerd. But anyways, no, dude. Like, he's playing a terrible Nazi.
Yeah.
But I'm like, God damn, dude. Russell Crowe's playing the shit out of this Nazi right
He's
now.
also objectively still more handsome than the real Goring was.
Yeah, as most like Hollywood adaptations when they do
Yeah.
like the portraits of like the real guys after,
Yeah.
you're like, all right.
I remember The Blind Side in the credits. You see
Yeah.
like the real
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock and the real what's his name? That country singer who played her husband.
I fuck if I
Because one thing
remember,
is in
but-
real life that guy owned like a bunch of McDonald's chains. And you see him in the movie, you're like, oh, that's interesting. And then when you see him at the end, you're like, oh, that looks like a guy.
That's a guy who
That looks like
fucking-
a guy getting high on his own supply.
Tell you
A
what,
little bit.
I was about to say, my brother's not taking no half-ass bites at his McDonald's. Shoot, one thing,
Tim McGraw.
something about
That's the guy.
handsome. No, it's okay. So there's something about handsome actors. Boy, how do they get me?
I will say, watching The Nice Guys with my dad, every time there was like a shot of Russell Crowe from the side, because my dad loves like Gladiator and like
Yeah.
you know, and like what's that ocean one? That one where he's at sea, Master and Commander. Like he loves those
I've
movies.
never seen that movie.
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, that's a great that and Gladiator are like top 2 like historical watch with your dad
I think
movies.
I'm gonna try and put Master and Commander on while I'm home with my dad
Oh,
one of these nights.
Your dad'll chew it up. It's great.
It's going to be tough because I'm going to have to get him out of the room for like 15, 20 minutes and just have it on.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's one of those dad movies where if I started from the beginning and be like, I don't know, I never really liked Russell Crowe. I'd be like, the fuck are you talking about? Yes, you do. Be like, yeah, all right, whatever.
He'll stand for a bit. Watch it.
We can put a pin in this because I want to let you finish because I'm having 88 ADD moments on the pod. But I do want to circle back to I think some dudes do look better with a little bit of fat on them.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah, pin that. But all right.
The last thing I wanted to say about this was my dad, while we're watching The Nice Guys, every time there's a shot of Russell Crowe from the side and he's very clearly fat, my dad, multiple times during the movie, went like, God, he used to be so hot. He was just like mourning. He was mourning over hot young Russell Crowe.
I don't know, man. I think Russell Crowe and by proxy Gerard Butler both look better with a like a lifter's gut. You know, like an actual dad bod.
I would say like, Butler as a dad bod. Crowe looks like he's fat now. Those I'd say there's a bit of a difference.
Sure. Hey, give him another decade. I feel like Gerard Butler's about 10 years behind.
That's true. But Butler's like a jacked with a little chub.
Because what are the two movies you told me to watch with him?
Den of Thieves.
God, dude, those movies fucking rule.
Yeah, those are great.
Dude, I remember I watched those because I was like hella sick. I got poo bagged. It was around this time last year where I got poo bagged.
Yeah, you were suffering from poo bag for at least a week. I got
poo bagged real bad.
Yeah.
And
for those of you who don't know what being poo bagged is, it's when you're teabagged by someone who's still wearing their shirt.
Exactly. And it's your dad. And just go back about a year of episodes and you'll see. Troopered through a couple of those episodes absolutely wildly ill.
Yeah, I remember you like telling me the whole story about how you accidentally got your dad's shit in every orifice of your face. Then the next day being like, I'm kind of sick for some reason.
Dude. I still remember, and I've learned because I've had to take out some bags this time around. And dude, going back, I almost feel like in those movies where like when they're in a lab in a bio and they're in like one of the bio labs where like there's like what would you call it, like a chemical weapon or whatever that comes off. As soon as I dropped that bag into the can and it hit the bottom and like
it was like Chernobyl.
The pressure of the bottom of the can popped the top of the bag, and this just hot sewage air hit the entirety of my face. And I was breathing in. I remember, like, couldn't have been more on an inhale in my life. I was like, there we go, inhale, poof. And I just remember being like, man, my eyes hurt.
Yeah.
That sucks, and I smell like shit now. And then the next day, I forget what Snow Roach called it out, but I got whatever, like, bio infection he was talking about.
Whatever happens, you got whatever happens when your dad's cancer shit goes in all of your face holes.
Yeah. Well, now I'm fucking invincible. now you can't take me down.
Superpowers now.
Yeah, dude.
You're immune to everything.
I'm Scatterman, dude.
Yeah. You don't need a vaccine again for the rest of your life.
Dude. COVID enters my body and goes, ooh, we could make something here. I'm just out there making new variants, dude. Oh, man. All right. So I agree. Well, no, I disagree with your dad. I think Russell Crowe looks good in The Nice Guys.
No, he carries it good. He doesn't look like he's like a loser. He doesn't look like a fat loser. He looks cool.
Circling back, I think some dudes have like an optimal fat to handsome ratio.
Yeah.
And I'll speak with a little bit of experience. When I was like too skinny or like too cut up, my face looked weird, dude. I was like kind of alien looking.
I had a weird face when I was much skinnier too. If you look at young me, my jaw was too big for my face, and that was kind of a huge problem I had. And I think I don't know, the cheeks kind of added something.
The clavicular kid who's looks max and talks about how everybody looks better leaner, and I'm just like I don't always agree with that. I feel like some people. Little bit of weight, little bit of fat. Actually, you know,
girls like a guy who's a little cuddly most of the time. You know?
Is that? I don't know. You know what? We do. We've been fluctuating. The female audience is growing. Ladies, weigh in on the chat.
Ladies. Weigh in for us, please. Comment. YouTube, Spotify. Do you like when a guy has a little bit of chub on him?
Hey,
Not too much.
Like the video. Don't rate the podcast. Just let us know, ladies.
Yeah. Don't rate the pod unless you liked it.
Yeah.
Rate the podcast the amount of chub that you want a guy to have. That's what you should do.
Yo, easy there, easy, young blood. Chub, the amount of chub.
Yeah.
Let's go with percentage of body fat because speaking for our female listeners, they want men to have no chub around them for a while, and then if things are going well, fully erect.
Oh
But,
yeah.
You don't want to be chubbed up, dude. That's not what that means. If you went
I know
up
what
to your
chubbed
gal and you're like, "Hey, baby, I'm chubbed up for you," she'll be like,
You think I haven't gone up to my gal and said, "Hey, baby, I'm chubbed up for you"?
I know you have. You two are freaks. You guys have a new kink called flaccid play.
When you're with a woman, a chub means you're hard, right? Like a full chub.
Well, full chub means you're hard, but chubbed up
then
just gotta.
Half chub would mean you're like
half chub's
waking
50%, but chubbed up's chubbed up is in the I'd say the 60% erection. If you're chubbed up,
I don't know where you're getting.
It's still
with that, huh?
malleable. Like if you were chubbed up in public, you could tuck and maneuver.
See, that's not what I would assume. I would assume you're at the top if you say, "Oh, I'm chubbed up."
Well, then why would you say chubbed up and full chubbed? Doesn't make fucking sense. How you be
I
like,
don't know.
my
That
glass
you
is
can have
full and it's
synonyms.
full?
You can have synonyms for the same thing. Like if I say I'm bricked
With the
up,
same
that doesn't mean
with the fucking same noun. Because one of
Yes.
them's an adverb and one of them's just the noun, right?
All
Or
right,
no.
but Lou, let's compare it to bricked up. Okay, if I say
Okay.
bricked up, you assume
Uh-huh.
I'm full of cum, right?
Right.
And then if I said I'm fully bricked, you would
Brother.
think the same thing.
If you were fully bricked, I'm calling the mayor. I'm evacuating the citizens.
See, I think you're just
Fully
getting into
bricked.
you're getting into the semantics of it all.
No, because chubbed up and fully
chubbed up
chubbed.
does not make me picture a very specific
All right,
percentage.
hang on. We got to go to Urban Dictionary on this one because I don't know.
I don't know if they're going to help us.
Yeah, I mean, Urban Dictionary is 50-50. It's tough, dude,
Ladies,
Jen.
ladies, if a guy says he's chubbed up, what do you think?
This one's not. Come on, ladies. Ladies don't know this. one.
Ladies and Ian, what do you think when people say that they're chubbed up?
Okay, chubbed up. Short of an erection. I woke up all chubbed up this morning. Is the sentence. Chubbed up in any varying manner is influenced by this. No, that's club. No, that's clubbed up. No, so chubbed up says short of an erection.
Oh, just
Yeah,
shy
man.
of an
You're
erection.
chubby, yeah.
All right.
You can, because if you're chubbed up in public,
Yeah.
you can wrap that thing around like a Saiyan's tail. But if you were fully
I stand
erect,
corrected.
yeah.
I stand corrected, but it doesn't make sense to me. But that's fine.
That's
I'll
okay.
accept the terms of the Urban Dictionary.
I mean, yeah, it's
Who am I to argue?
yeah. Merriam-Webster went on to live in the projects, and he started the Urban Dictionary. No, all right. So who got you chubbed? Oh, right, yeah. You go up to your lady fully chubbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Fat Russell Crowe gets
Dude.
fully chubbed.
I'll tell you what, man. I watched The Last Castle with Robert Redford. Woo!
Yeah. Did I ever tell you I was looking at a list of it was like the top 10 or top 20 sexiest fat guys?
Why? Why were you looking at list up? Why?
I was looking to see if it existed. No, it popped up like I don't know. Who cares? Who
In
gives a
your
fuck?
search
Shut up,
history?
dude. Shut up. Who cares why I was looking at it?
Yeah,
Doesn't
all
matter.
right.
I came across it and then I came on it.
Yeah.
But I found this list and can you guess who the number one sexiest fat guy was according to
No,
it was
dude,
like Variety or something.
This has not ever been something I've been looking up.
Number one sexiest fat guy was Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Okay.
And then number two sexiest fat guy was James Gandolfini. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. James, well, it's because those guys, their attitude alone
Yeah.
is, come on. James Gandolfini's fat in the same, it's like not by accident, but it's like it's a non-issue.
Right, right.
It's like,
Well,
yeah, I don't know,
both
dude.
of them are guys that were so unfortunately passed on. Both of them, but they were so cool and distinct and had enough confidence and swagger that you kind of like you just forgot they were fat. Like it doesn't enter into your mind that they're fat. You know?
Yeah,
They
dude.
instead seem kind of big and like
There's a
imposing
lost,
figures.
there's a lost day and age of the interesting fat cool dude. Like every now and again, growing up in high school and then college, there'd just be a guy who's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna. I like food, but I'm still gonna fuck. So I'm just gonna really spec into like charisma and moxie and confidence."
Right.
And
At times in my life, I've been that man.
you know what? You know, I don't want to call you that because I would never want to call you. I would never want to call you fat, dude. So
Oh, thank you. That's
you're
sweet.
not that, but you're a powerful. You're my husky guy. You're my husky.
I'm
you're my,
large.
You're my sausage panda, as Jim would say. Did you put a curse on Jim after he called you a sausage panda?
Yeah. I gave him cancer.
Yeah.
The timeline lines up.
It does, yeah. So you really took a turn for the worse after that one. But no, here's the thing, because you still like lift. I'm talking about like, you know, Gandolfini and Philip Seymour Hoffman. They had like former athletes' bodies, so it's like they got a certain level of muscular.
Gandolfini looked like he stopped lifting at one point. You know, like might have been a lineman in football or something.
Yeah.
And then,
but through sheer stress and movement alone, his body kept some of that muscle.
yeah.
Because that's the thing is, like, I don't know, some of those boys, you get that big, brother, like you're gonna be strong under there.
My dad was telling me that if you see an ex-fit fat guy, it's usually when it's like when you see a fat guy whose stomach is like protrudes and it doesn't hang, like his stomach goes outward. That usually means he used to be kind of jacked because the stomachs in his like the muscles in his stomach are so strong they're like holding his belly up. I don't know if this is fake, but this is what my dad told me.
It's complete and utter pseudoscience bullshit, dude.
You sure? No, everything my dad says is true, dude.
I was gonna say I think John Senior's 0 for 2. And
No, my dad taught me that your body burns carbs before fat. Everything he says is true, dude.
Damn, dude.
Look at him. You can't argue with the results, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. It's trying to think of some horse shit my dad taught me when I was younger, but it's all like
if
kind
you
of
jack
racist.
off, you'll go blind.
Nah,
it's all kind of racist.
yeah, it's all kind of racist. Well, because my dad, I'll put it to you like this: my dad taught my brother and I some Arabic when we were younger. Turns out it was not Arabic at all, dude.
Oh no!
No, he's just making shit up, dude.
It was just like gibberish.
Yeah, but he put enough. He put
I'll do that
enough
with
of it.
Thai.
Oh,
I'll
dude.
try to impress a girl and teach her Thai, and I just make shit up, but make her think that I'm bilingual.
Yeah.
I like to break that one out.
When's the last time you did that?
Last night.
Yeah, I was gonna say for your girlfriend. Yeah.
yeah. Who cares? Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Oh man, you really did tee me up for a good bit, but I just don't feel like doing it right now because I almost was gonna be like, oh, of course, Johnny, I know some Thai. I'm not gonna do it.
No, what is it?
Everybody
You know
pause.
some Thai, Lou?
No, everybody pause the podcast right now and do some Thai in your car or at the work desk. Everybody, dude, this is a Mad Lib podcast. Johnny just teed us all up to do exactly the noises in your brain you're making.
Hey, we know who's listening. We know who's listening. They're already doing some Thai in their daily life. They're doing it, walking to and fro, driving the car, whenever they're alone.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they're trying to impress a party full of guys, whatever.
Yep. It's always a odd compliment when somebody goes, "You do a pretty good Asian voice." I'm like, yeah. Thanks. Lots of practice.
Yeah, no, I think that's. I mean it when I compliment your Asian voice. I mean that to be a positive thing.
I have good days, bad days. I will say on our to get a little meta with you on our current clip that's doing quite well, where I do the British guy's voice. A couple of dudes were like, "Hey, pretty good accent," and then one guy was like super pissed I did it. And I'm like,
Wait,
dude,
really?
yeah. I do a lot of voices because I think they're funny.
He's mad that you tried to do a British accent.
First of all, I nailed it, so everybody can fuck it. Because a couple of the guys, like from wherever it's from, were like, "Oh fuck, man, he's pretty good." But this dude said, I don't know. I actually don't know what he means because he's like, "Don't do his voice, man." Like he sounds like some sort of horse shit. Like used car salesman. I was like, "Hey, brother, if you're saying I sound like a British horseshit used car salesman, that's high praise."
Listen, the British vets, the SAS officers or the Green
Whoa,
Berets
dude,
or whatever
he was
you
a
want to call
Royal
it.
Marine. Get
I
it
know
right.
he's a Royal Marine. I was saying,
or maybe, or
for
a
example.
commando. He was a commando.
Listen, they were not speaking in RP. They weren't talking like Colin Firth. They were
Yeah,
talking like Michael Caine. You
Also,
know?
it was World War II, man. Everybody was kind of making new shit up as far as like what was going. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's like American soldiers weren't talking in transatlantic accents. They all sounded like where they were from. You know.
And now your average American soldier sounds like, "Hey, man, what are we doing, friend?" "Hey, yo, sergeant, do we have to like take that hill?" I'm doing an American soldier right now. "Hey, yo, sergeant, are we going to are we going to get any more MREs?"
Are we going to storm the beach today?
My backpack is quite heavy. It's a heavy bag.
Hey, Sergeant Hernandez. 40 guys turn their heads. Yes.
Yeah. Dude. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like that bit in Blazing Saddles where everybody in the town had the last name Johnson.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
me.
Yep, we are of no relation. Oh, man. I was trying to think of like another Hispanic last name, but I really fumbled the riff there. But
Garcia.
Garcia's oh yeah, private first class Garcia. See, yes. Yeah, dude.
We do the coup today. We do coup.
Dude, I do love that everybody's like, rah military, and you have to be. I love those boys, but it's like a good amount of the U.S. military now is like first generation immigrants, dude.
There's a great clip of all people, Mel Gibson, when Hacksaw Ridge came out.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say All right. Yeah, he's got some other heaters out there. I think you would really like. Yeah, some good clips, dude.
There's a great clip of Mel Gibson talking to a police officer.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what race
You
the police
believe
officer was.
he fucking was on these guys before Ox 7, dude. He's an Ox 7 truther.
We should send Gibson to Tel Aviv.
Brother,
It's like the Suicide Squad. Pick the biggest anti-Semites we have in America and turn their evil into good.
Oh, man, it's just, I don't know that the world's ready for a lethal weapon with Mel Gibson and Kanye West.
So Mel was in 2016. Hacksaw Ridge was coming out, and then also Trump was running for president, and they asked him in an interview what he thought of Donald Trump and like the election, and it was actually Mel Gibson who said, he was like, "Well, I don't really like all this stuff about building walls. If you look at a lot of the dead servicemen, they have last names like Hernandez and Ramirez,
Yeah.
And he's like, and a lot of those guys don't get their citizenship until after they're dead."
Yeah.
And I'm like the guy who gave the most clear, concise description of that happened to be Mel Gibson that year.
Hey, man, not 100% wrong. Everybody's, broken crock.
Gibson, I've always said this. Mel Gibson is I'll tell you what. I think the reason he's partial to the Mexicans is because he's Catholic. Probably.
Sure. Yeah,
I'd say so.
They get down for the Jesus. He's here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it really, when you think about it, Mel Gibson's kind of only got kind of a bugaboo with only one kind of full.
Yeah.
Got nothing against black people.
Dude,
Can
I say Catholicism is far and away like the least gay of all the Christian denominations. I mean, obviously,
which is crazy because it famously had pederast gays getting away with it.
Famously gay pederasts.
Yeah. But
And
you're Are you just saying this because you and I are bootlickers for the Catholics because we were both born and raised Catholic? But you are. I went to a church or a wedding at like a not Catholic Christian church, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
I'm saying you look at a preacher, like a reverend. They're wearing like a suit. You know, they got a wife. It's like all of the other Christian denominations, like their churches look worse. They look like a cheesecake factory. They don't look like they don't have the stained glass.
Dude,
the architecture.
To quote Jimmy was giving Elaine a shit because she was talking shit on Catholicism. And Jimmy's like, yeah, all right, whatever. I'm sure you go to a church that has a fucking electric guitar in it. I was like, God damn, dude. It's like
That's
such
true.
a Jim line where I'm like, yeah, dude, he's right. Like, we're out there with stained glass and organs and choirs. And then meanwhile, you got the fucking whatever ATF shootout at the First Dominicans or whatever with David Koresh playing his electric guitar.
They look like they're in like hotel ballrooms or whatever. Or if you look at like a mega church, it's like a community theater, and it's like so. And then it's like if you look at those real freaks, like the televangelists or the people that like speak in tongues, none of them are Catholic. They're all like Jim Bakker isn't a Catholic guy. They're all like these like fake. And I'm not even really Catholic anymore, but every time I see those other Christians, I'm like, shut up, you guys aren't even real Christians.
You were confirmed, weren't you?
I was.
And you haven't denied God or been excommunicated, so they got
true.
you.
I can walk back in anytime.
You're just a lost little sheep, dude. You're just a lost little sheep. You got look at me, dude. I got my stick. I'm gonna shepherd you back in, dude. Come on, dude. Like, Lou, what are we doing? We're like, I don't know. We're gonna fuck around.
Yeah.
But no, dude, you're just talking about like the hypocritical Christians. Who's that like crazy looking guy with like the demonic eyes? You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I forget his name.
He's
the
like
guy who Tyler Perry gave him a private plane or something. He was talking about that.
I guess, yeah. He's insane looking though.
Yeah, he's all like,
they're like cult
the
looking.
good Lord gave me this plane.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts, dude. Those guys are crazy. And then it's weird too. They're like very evangelical about like the Old Testament. Where one thing I've always kind of liked, if we're gonna Bible thump here, at least the Catholics are like, yeah, the Old Testament's great. There's good lessons in there, but like, you should just live your life according to what Jesus said in the New Testament. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
So all this killing gays stuff, and they're like,
Yeah.
So I tell you what, though,
Dude,
I don't want to get it.
The Jew God, kind of a prick.
Jew God? I'll tell you what, dude. I tell you, be a gay dude and walk around the West Wall. See how it goes, dude. Not a lot of rainbow flags in that part of town.
No.
Yeah,
no.
I didn't know that. Did you know that? Like Hasidics and like old school like 90s rap black guys and Hasidic Jews similar views on gay people. It's crazy.
It is. I think that if you focusing on the Old Testament.
By the way, I have zero proof for the statement I just said.
No, you said it. It's true.
It's all vibes.
I was going to say that the Old Testament, the people that focus on the Old Testament so much are like the bros that watch the first 90 minutes of Wolf of Wall Street and they think it's about how like drugs are cool. It's like
hang on. Are you just getting around to saying Jews again?
No.
Right.
Not just
like
the Jews. Because obviously the Jews don't acknowledge their Bible is just the Old Testament, which means
it's called the Torah, my man.
Right.
Their Bible. What's your Jew Bible called? The one wrapped up in the toilet paper roll.
Right. So we read the Torah plus more. We had to read more.
Torah plus.
The Torah plus.
The Torah plus.
We read the DLC.
Man,
the DLC
Muslims,
of the
they just
of
kept
the Torah.
going. They got, They got Torah Plus with the ESPN package.
Yeah.
A lot of horse racing in that one.
But I think like you think about like the guys who watch Wolf of Wall Street, and then they don't like, you're not focusing on the meat of the story. The important stuff is in that, it comes in at the end, and I'm not just talking about
wild
Jews,
way,
because there's still a lot of the hardline Christians.
I was gonna say, what a wild way to be like, dude, Jesus is basically like the end of Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, it's where all the fucking lessons are, dude.
Yeah, dude, of course. How could I be so blind to the Wolf
That's
of
where
Wall
the guy.
Street?
That's where the guy shows up.
It's
It makes all the
clear
good
biblical tale. Hey,
Yes.
hey, dude, smoke this crack with me. Jeremiah said in chapter 7. Isaiah,
I love
verse 6. Who's going to smoke this crack with me? And Isaiah said, here I am. Send me. I'll smoke this crack.
One of my favorite readings was when John the Baptist goes like,
Hey, man, let me ask you something. How many times you blasted on a horse? Oh, no, those are rookie numbers, buddy.
Yeah,
You got to get your feet oiled up. You got to get those numbers up.
You got to chub those numbers up.
Chub them up.
Chub up those numbers. You got to get chubbed up.
Yeah, get chubbed up. It is so funny. Because I have to fight my fucking Fox News folks all the time. And the last week and a half, right before the by the way, war's going great. Ceasefire, great. We're blockading. I don't know.
Trump made an AI picture of him as Jesus.
I was just about to say this. So for the last week and a half, Fox News is running all these stories about how Catholicism's back and it's cool, and Gen Z is actually picking up Catholicism more than any other Christianity, and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm always skeptical of I don't know, not converts, but people
J.D.
that
Vance is a Catholic convert.
Well, yeah, and people that join later on in life are, it's I get it, it's cool because they choose to do it, so they're apt to be more zealots than us that were just brought up in it as kids, and we're like, I've been indoctrinated since I was a child, but so for a week and a half, they were having all these priests and young Gen Z couples talking about being Catholic, and it reminded me of the South Park episode of getting gay with kids is here, and and then the minute Trump did that fucking photo of him as Jesus, which is every time I go, there's no way he could do anything else that's crazy. We're on the brink of nuclear war because he's a rapist pedophile president.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, there's nothing else we can do that's going to shock me. He's like, how about actually blaspheming as Jesus Christ? I'm like, there it is.
I liked it. Did you see he came out and was like, I was supposed to be a doctor.
Yeah, what a stupid bitch. Honestly,
I typed into the OpenAI prompt, make me a doctor.
Dude,
that's the doctor.
The man's he's lost his edge. He's lost his game.
Yeah, the old man lost his step.
Yeah,
for sure.
dude, 2016 Trump was quick. Dude, 2026 Trump is just a pedophile douche rapist, not quick.
Well, yeah, he's if your average Facebook grandma was also a rapist pedophile, that's what Trump is,
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. You can be anything, right? You could be. It doesn't matter what you do in your. Let me explain.
I see the president. I'm like, goddamn right, he can.
You can do anything in your life. You can be, whether you're a hero or you're an evil, horrific monster like Trump is. At the end of the day, if you live long enough, you are just going to be a Facebook grandma, and there's no saving that. I think that's interesting. He's capable of great evils, but at the end of the day, now is just is just a lame grandma.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of, I think that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's what would have happened to Goring if he got away with it.
If my lame grandma went to war to open up a strait that was open before the war and then threatened to kill everybody in the country and then said she was Jesus doctor. I don't know, man. Be like, it's time to put grandma in a home. Not a White House. We got to put her in a white home.
The funny thing about Iran and I think this doesn't get talked about quite enough, is everything was totally fine before Trump was president.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the Iran nuclear deal was like solid. It was fine. So
Well, it was this standoff where it's like, okay, like you guys kind of be a regional threat and we'll be a global threat that could
Yeah.
fuck around in the region, but we're just both not gonna. And
Right.
now that it's happening, it's almost like a staged fight that like is now
Right.
turning real, and both actors in the stage fight are like, oh fuck, I think I have to fight you to the death now. Like
Yeah.
it's becoming real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we're actually drawing pistols at dawn. We're like, oh no, I thought,
Yeah, like I thought we were fucking around here.
thought it was all talk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like it's getting real now. It's like, okay, all right. Spock wants to kill us because he's trying to fuck. Like, okay, yeah, I don't know. We were talking about hot old dudes. Really, you got any hot chicks? Because we were talking about like way too many hot dudes.
Like hot old chicks.
I don't have. Yeah, if you had a hot old chick, actually.
Because hot chicks is so general. Like, what do you mean hot chick?
Hot,
Like,
well, hot old chick. I will say.
we do some hot.
Maybe
Dude,
it's just
Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore. That's a hot old chick.
Julianne
Like,
Moore's hot old chick.
Yeah.
I will say, okay, not often. Maybe it's because this person's involved in comedy, so I'm always kind of like sexually skeptical of people in comedy because I'm just like, we're all here to do a goofy job.
Mhm.
But right before we started the pod, I saw this sketch going around with the girl Heidi from Kill Tony, like going on a date with like a dude. Have you seen that sketch yet? Where everybody, like the waiter and everybody in the restaurant, keeps coming up to her and like
I haven't
pretending
seen
she's doing. Oh, it's well, they're all like pretending she's doing a nice thing because she's so hot, and the guy she's on a date with is like fine looking dude, but like
Yeah.
I don't know, they're just. And I will say, I'm like, God damn, she is a smoke. When I no,
Her face is her. Well, no, she is a smoke, and I've seen her up close. She was. I shared a hallway with her.
nice.
But I do think as time goes on,
Is she not a
does,
smoke?
She looks more and more like The Mask.
From
as
the
time goes
movie The
on.
Mask.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to go. All right, right as
Because
I
she's
right
looks
as I was,
maxing a little too hard.
okay, right as I was coming around to it, you might be bringing me back down. Might be because at first I was like, is she I couldn't tell. Like, is she so hot that it's just not registering, or
She's very hot, but like I just think she's gotten. I don't know. It's
All
the
right.
cliche thing. She's gotten so
damn.
much
Well,
work done.
I guess I'm
in
late
recent
to the
years.
party because I was like, what a good looking lady, actually.
Yeah, you
Now
didn't
you're-
know. Everybody knew Heidi was hot. That was like the whole thing.
Yeah, but I was like, she's working. It's comedy, you know. I was like, it's comedy
Yeah.
work.
She was
Yeah?
a stripper, and then I think now she owns a strip club. She owns one of those like Purple Rose or whatever, and then she
She
now
owns
she's
a
the waitress.
strip club.
Yeah,
Wow. Everybody down there just moved and got a business.
she owns or manages or something. But yeah, then also her other job is the Kill Tony waitress. You know,
Huh. Well, yeah, that's how I knew. I didn't know she owns a strip club.
yeah,
Everybody down there is just owning a business, dude.
yeah.
We
David
should go down
Lucas.
there and start a car wash. We'd be doing great, dude.
Kill Tony car wash.
Yeah, dude. Spraying shit down all day.
That'd be such a good side quest for
Everybody
us.
driving the cars, people be like, holy shit, is that David Lucas? We're like, no, dude. Like, holy shit, is that David Lucas? We're like, no, dude. We're just guys we hired. Fuck.
Yeah, that's just the entire staff that also incidentally looks like
That'd
David
be
Lucas.
Dude, we started a car wash
Did
in
every
Austin.
fat black guy in
Every
Austin.
fat black guy. Your car's
There's quite
gonna
a few.
be
We'd find them.
Lucas Good Car Wash. No, I don't know. That's bad riff alert. Everybody. Bad,
Should
bad
we do
riff.
our butt plugs?
Yeah, dude. But it's fucking butt plugs.
All right. This weekend, you can catch me at the Traverse City Comedy Festival. Friday night, I'm opening for Roy Wood Jr. at the City Opera House. And then Saturday night, I'm on the Dirtier Show at Little Fleet. So,
Ooh. Woo! Get
That's what I'm doing. And then, yeah, that's all I'll say for now.
TC. All right. Well, this is weird. Hopefully you guys went to the Sam Talent show last night, because as we're recording this, that's tomorrow night. So, time travel. And then this weekend, Saturday, I think I'm going to go to Ann Arbor Don't Tell and bully my way onto a guest spot, because Sorab Faruzesh and Tori Ward from Chicago are on that. So they're coming up early. We're going to hang, and then, I'll probably see if I can do some time there. And then that'll about do it. How many weeks do we have left? I have Badgerland at the end of the month, but who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Badgerland.
What do you mean, how many weeks? Like, weeks of our life? What
I
are you
don't
talking
fuck,
about?
dude. I don't know. Brother, look at where I'm at right now. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
I'm be racing my neighbor for pink slips by the end of the night, dude. Dumbass. He's going to be like, oh, dude, I'm going to fucking blow that. I'm going to blow that Outback out of the water and be like, I'm going to drive my dad's car, you stupid bitch. Give me your truck. Give me that truck. Yo, I got a new side hustle where I just race my neighbors for their car.
That's smart.
Pretty cool, dude.
Have you gotten any cars yet?
Not yet. Chip won't race me, dude.
Fuck Chip. Come
Fuck
on, Chip.
dude.
Chip, you little
Race
bitch.
me. All right, let's touch him. Touch him.
Stick around.
Legitimately, I've never thought somebody was attractive and then wheeled so hard immediately when you're like, she looks like The Mask. It's like, what?
Well, I don't understand what you're talking. Like, can't you just see somebody with your eyes and go, "That's attractive"? That person's
Maybe
not?
objectively,
Like,
but I'm telling you, in like a rules following environment, like work, school, just like anywhere where it's like, no, that's a coworker, don't do that. I immediately get this weird like filter on where I just go, do not sexualize this person.
even when you're just watching Kill Tony, like.
First
from
of all,
home.
come on, brother. You know me. I'm not fucking watching Kill Tony.
Sure, I guess
Secondly,
so. But then,
secondly, no, there's been a couple times where she's doing the ring card thing, and I see the boobs. I'm like, God damn. But, like, I don't know. Something about this sketch and then something else. I was like, that is a good-looking lady. And then immediately you're like, she looks like a mask.
Sorry, you totally cut out right after you said ring card thing.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
back
That was
now.
the internet. Internet truly making a good call. Also, it's probably recorded on my end, so maybe we'll fix it in
Yeah.
post.
I don't know. I guess call me crazy. I never thought of Heidi from Kill Tony as a coworker, so it just
No,
never.
okay.
You know.
I guess not like I don't know. It's not like It's not like a coworker thing, but it kind of is. Like where I'm like, I don't know. If you're in the same environment, you just, I don't know.
I guess so. But also, like, her job, like, the point of her job is that she's hot. So, like, it is, like, noticeable. You know what I mean? Like, it's like she's the hot
Yes. Okay. Yes.
waitress.
Okay.
You know?
Here's a good example, and then we can move on to the Patreon. Back when I was working at the Powerhouse in East Lansing, right? Now I realize, I'm like, oh damn, yeah, like a lot of the fitness gals that worked there, like when I was working, I'm like, absolute smokes. And I ended up dating, so I did break my rule. I dated a coworker once, and it was awesome, but it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's like a weird mental block I have sometimes where I go like, nah. It's almost like it's a cute thing where it becomes like a family thing. I'm like, you don't get incestuous with your family, you know?
Dude, Mullins would have puked.
Mullins would have puked. Well, yeah. Yeah. Motherfucker would have went full frighteners, dude. Just
All right, Patreon, everybody.
Patreon, everybody.
Bye-bye. See you there.
Bye, everybody.
That is a spicy podcast.
Bunch of slapjaw. Rocket. Puss.
It's something like that. It's something like that. It's something like that. I'm a wiener. I'm a glizzy. It's something like that. It's something like that. It's something like that.